So when we started in 2005, when we designed the original Bronzeye, we also designed the Poppin' Frog as well. So those were the two baits that we initially designed, but the Bronzeye sold so well that we put this one on the shelf. Okay, just sat it there because for the next 2 years, this was the king. This was the best seller. We had it, and then the fans started using it, our customers started using it, and the explosions of the strikes just captivated all those fishermen. And you know, topwater is exciting as it is, but this is a whole new realm. It doesn't matter if you're throwing in grass, open water, you know, or skipping things underneath trees. You know, it's a whole different aspect of fishing that you're not used to doing, and you get to do it with a frog.
One of the most popular frogs is the SPRO Bronzeye Frog 65. This particular model of frog, it's got a pointed front on him, as you can see right here. It's going to be, you know, set up in a situation, and it's hollow, as you can see, and you'll see people squeezing water out of them. It's generally got twin tails like this SPRO frog does here, and you're going to be able to throw this into a tremendous amount of slop. And by slop, I mean lily pads. You can skip it up under cover. I mean, guys like Dean Rojas, who designed this particular frog, they've made a living, literally, on fishing this style of frog. Got him. That is a picture-perfect spot to catch a pond bass. Back into the little cove, you can kind of see the pond weed sitting there. Took me 3 casts, but you can almost call your shot to catch one right there. Great deadly combination. 12 to 14 inch bass in a pond, little SPRO frog with all the vegetation.
It's tried and true. It's now 17 years old. It's still the #1 selling frog in the world. It's the best design. I mean, it is. It's the best walking. It's the best casting. It's the best hookup ratio frog on the market.
This is a frog that there's been a lot written about, this style of frog, because there's so many things that you can do with it. I mean, there's times when I've gave them a haircut and trimmed the legs down a little bit, and there's times when I haven't touched them at all. For me, I love this kind of frog in and around lily pads, in and around the most heavy duty cover that I possibly can find. I mean, I've caught some absolute monsters on this style of frog, and this is probably one of my more favorite colors here. I like to throw these in the yellows and the dark blacks and the greens, kind of mimicking bluegill. I think these are very, very good frogs for when the bass are feeding on bluegill or they are in the slop, that big heavy-duty slop.
This is the one that I look for whenever I'm on some thicker cover, like heavy mats, cheese mats, whatever it is, anywhere where like the Poppin' Frog kind of drags a little bit too much, like it gets a little bit too much stuff on the nose of it. I'm gonna want to throw the more pointed nose style frog. This frog also has a big profile, but really a subtle action. So if you're chugging this frog along or walking this frog, it doesn't create a ton of disturbance in the water, but whenever those fish get curious and come look at it, it's still a really big profile. So those fish that are kind of not as aggressive, not chasing from quite as far, this is a really good frog that they bite even in open water or in a thick mat. So a little bit more subtle, but a little bit bigger profile. This is the frog for all the heaviest cover.
Get it, baby. That's 5. SPRO frog in the spring. That's fun. Wanna kiss it? Wanna kiss it, Jeff? I'll kiss it for you.